Sentinels have done it again. If you're a balls deep SEN fan, you might already know what I'm talking about. But if you're not caught up, basically what happened is they posted a video of Narrate in one of his lowest moments, crying after a bad game. But it seems that they did not ask for Narrate's consent, as the current SEN duelist had some choice words for the org. And now that we're caught up, you might be wondering about what I said in the beginning. Sentinels have done it again. Am I implying that they've done this once before? Well, I most certainly am.
I most certainly did!
And you probably know all about it. And if you're thinking about that video of Narrate crying after the match against Loud a year ago, then that's not what I'm talking about. Don't worry if you can't remember any similar incident. I'm going to reveal it sometime later in the video. Welcome to SNstry, and today we're talking about this Sentinels drama. What does this drama mean for the team? Is SEN's content team really that careless, or are they doing this on purpose? Sit back, relax, and let's dive in. First off, I was about to upload a video about what happens to Demon 1 when Oxy comes back, but I felt that I could do this quickly, so here we are. But let me know in the comments if you'd be interested in that Demon 1 video, and I'll make sure to get it out as fast as I can. Anyway, it's no secret that Sentinels are one loss away from being eliminated from the kickoff tournament. Their performance has been hot and cold, and with an international appearance hanging in the balance, the pressure is on for the squad. And I get it, the team is young and there are a lot of things to learn, especially since they have a new IGL who's still trying to learn the ropes. But surprisingly, the common denominator is that Narrate is having a hard time in his new role as the entry duelist. He has been constantly at the bottom of the scoreboard across all 3 matches, and it's safe to say that something is not right. He can't seem to find his stride, and he looks incredibly uncomfortable on Waylay. He's completely lost in the role, struggling to find his impact, and even more confused on how to fix it. You can just imagine the level of frustration building up inside him. Before we proceed, I want to hear from you. Is Narrate washed, or is this a failure by Kaplan for putting him in a role he clearly has no business touching? Sound off in the comments. Is it the player or the system? Anyway, when the Sentinels content team posted that tweet on X, Narrate hit his breaking point. He clearly did not take it well and decided he needed to clap back. To sum it all up, we have Narrate underperforming as the entry duelist, and he's also getting into unnecessary arguments with his own team on social media. This for sure creates a chaotic atmosphere, and it's not really good for the newcomers on the team. FNS said it best.
I want to see this clean.
They should keep that internal, by the way. Like, I don't agree with him tweeting it, but I do agree that that is a f***ed-up thing to do.
Starting to look, starting to work.
Just give this
Because now, like, the whole, all of Reddit is involved, and now there's just more attention on them, which adds more pressure for the next match. So him tweeting that is kind of pointless. You should just talk to the org.
The last thing the team needed was added pressure, and whether it was a spur of the moment thing or not, Narrate pushed this drama front and center of the VCT sphere, which means the team now has another thing to worry about. Sure, both things were deleted now, but the damage has been done.
Now that's a lot of damage!
And this added pressure will linger on the players' minds, consciously or subconsciously. Now, this is not only about adding pressure, but it also raises many concerns not only about their chemistry, but also their goals as a team. Because I'm not gonna lie, when I watch them, there are times where it feels like they're just trying to one-up each other. It's like they're trying to prove themselves individually and not as a team, which in my opinion spells disaster for this young team. I mean, I'm not saying that proving yourselves individually is bad, but you just won't get W's that way. And I'm honestly baffled as to why Narrate had to air his frustrations out in the open. I mean, for f***'s sake, man, you guys are working in the same building. And maybe the staff are working from home so you can't reach them, but it's sure as hell that it's important to keep things private, no? And I'm guessing here, but I'll bet that Rob Moore prioritizes player sentiments more than anything else. So why not go directly to him with your grievances? I don't know, man. Now let's go to the content team. Of course, none of this would have happened had the content team asked permission first before posting that video. As many have said, maybe they thought it was okay because they did the same thing before. I also want to look at the contractual side of things. We all know how this works. When you sign a contract with a team, you have to be in their videos. This is part of the job. But There is a big difference between doing your job and getting exploited. Does the organization own the rights to a player's depression? Because turning a player's heartbreak into a content piece feels less like storytelling and more like engagement farming. But let's play devil's advocate for a second. Let's say you signed $1 million contract. Does that give the org the right to air your dirty laundry? I want to know where you draw the line. If your team posted a video of you crying for clicks, do you stay professional like Boaster, who despite bawling his eyes out on the Champs Grand Final stage, seems to not mind that people were taking photos and videos of him? Or do you burn the house down as Narrate did because it's not cool, it's personal, and kind of unfair? Let me know. Anyway, earlier I said Sentinels did it again. And it's because they did something similar once before. Do you remember the Celsius R-word fiasco? Yeah, that uncensored version of one of their podcasts where Celsius said the R-word and the woke army were feasting upon it. It was a different climate back then, and I thought it was really careless of them to put that out, even if it was gated content. And it makes one wonder, are these blunders honest mistakes? Or are they doing this by design? Who knows, right? All I can say is it's kind of a big blunder on their part because now it's going to be awkward in the office. I mean, they posted that shit, now Narrate's mad. Narrate brought on unnecessary pressure to the team. I wonder what the other players feel about it, knowing that they're in a tough spot right now. Or what if everything was planned all along? What if this were a concerted effort between the content team and Narrate? And you might ask, why would they do this? And I have a simple answer for you guys. And it's clout. Sentinels are called the Clout Kings for a reason. It doesn't matter whether they're winning or losing. This team has the know-how to stay relevant whatever the climate they're in. And right now, they're very well aware that things are not looking great. And when it's like that, when the horizon is looking bleak, it's terribly hard for people to get engaged. So, how do you get the people's attention? Well, you stir up drama. So, is this genuine beef, or is this just another 5D chess move by Sentinels? Type real or fake in the comments. Let's see if we can figure out if we're all just being played. So, by doing this, Sentinels effortlessly pulls the spotlight towards themselves. It does not matter that MIBR versus Energy is coming up this week. What matters now is what's going to happen next with Sentinels. Many of us are locked in. The fans are worried, the haters are happy while they're hate watching to death. The casuals are taking a peek and are like, what's going on there? It's just the perfect recipe to grab the attention of everyone. Honestly, I high-key want this to be the case because if the beef is actually real, Sentinels are not only losing their matches, they're also losing the whole team. So, what is Sentinels going to do? Does Rob Moore fire someone from the social media team to save face? Or do they bench Narrate and get another player? Drop your predictions below. So, that's it for now. I'll see you guys in the comments. Leave a like if you enjoyed, hit that sub button so you don't miss out, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.